Here at the National Army Museum, you'll see the story of our nation's fighters from the Army branch of the Armed Forces. When you walk into the museum, the first thing you'll notice is the very metallic and reflective outside of the building. There's a reason for that. Number one, they want this museum to be a reflection of the soldier. Number two, they want the metal to show the strength of the Army. As you enter from the outside, you'll find soldiers' stories on pylons meant to welcome you as you enter the museum. The museum tells the soldier's story from the Revolution all the way through present day. The museum does a wonderful job of providing different kinds of experiences for different types of learners. Whether you want to learn by touching, feeling, seeing, or doing, all of that is available to you here. You want to learn about a battle? There's 20 of them you can learn about. You want to find out what the tactics were to win that battle? Got that there too. If you want more surface level and you want to just see the artifacts, that's available. This museum has something for everyone. The story is told in many different ways, whether tactilely with things you can touch, visual representations like you can see behind me, or panels on the wall telling the story. There's all kinds of different ways for people to interact here at the U.S. Army Museum. The hat to my right is actually really famous. That's General Grant's kepi, a hat worn by soldiers during the Civil War. This museum does a wonderful job of telling the story from the generals all the way down to the privates. Many people have had family members serve in the U.S. Army, and this museum does a wonderful job of telling the story of the soldiers that did just that, served their country in the U.S. Army. of the neat things that they've done here is when they make models, such as the one here, they model it after people who actually served in the jobs that they're depicting or that served in the areas that are being represented within the display. This engine right here is off of a helicopter, and not just any helicopter. This is off of Super 6-1, made famous in the book and the movie Black Hawk Down. Super 6-1 was the first helicopter that crashed that set in motion the events of the Battle of Mogadishu. Here at the National Museum of the Army, they have an experiential center as well. Learners young and old, students and adults can take on challenges in all kinds of GSTEM things. Geography, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. All kinds of challenges based on real-world scenarios and tests. Heck, you can do bridge building. A visit to the National Museum of the Army is well worth your time. Whether you want to experience it, feel it, read it, or hear it, it's all here and ready for you. I'm Jason Rude.